and a new day is born. The world is singing the song of the dawn. Birds are waking, hear them welcome the morn. They're sweetly singing the song of the dawn.
Say, that's silk.
That's how I know you're a bootlegger.
You win.
This looks like a bullet wound.
Well, it's a cinch it ain't a vaccination mark.
Say, that's a bullet wound.
Hey, nobody sent for you. Go rustle your hot water bottles.
But now you must both be quiet.
We will, won't we, Nanny? Yes, we will.
Come on, in bed, both of you.
Nick's not like Daddy. Daddy was a nice man.
Isn't Nick a nice man?
No, he's a horrid man.
It's about as unethical
Oh, ethics, ethics, ethics. That's all I've heard since I've been in this business. Isn't there any humanity in it? Aren't there any ethics about letting poor little babies be murdered? Oh, Dr. Ranger hasn't been near her for 2 days. She's sinking very low. You've got to come.
Utter confidence in Dr. Ranger.
You're speaking right out, ain't you?
Yeah, and I'll make it even plainer. In your case, I'm talking about murder.
You're not the doctor on this case. You better get out yourself. Now, listen. This is a matter of life and death. I'd run along if I was you. Oh, I can't be bothered with you.
Lousy! Oh! Oh!
We were drilled like little soldiers. No rest, no stopping. I was little, slim, but hard as a diamond. And I became famous and... But why am I telling you all this? Last night I didn't know you at all.
I am Felix Benvenuto Freiherr von Geigen. My mother called me Flix.
No, Flix. Oh, that's sweet. And how do you live? And what kind of a person are you?
I'm a prodigal son, the black sheep of a white flock. I shall die on the gallows.
You know, you're entirely different from what I expected.
Different? How?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were more of a coquette. Not so ladylike.
What did you expect?
Wouldn't you like to call me by the first name?
Well, I don't know what he wants. I never saw him before.
I know you. I've kept your books for you, and I know all about you. If one of your employees was half as stupid in a small way as you are in a big one... What are you really?
For the love of mud.
Come on, let's have it. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
Don't rush me, brother.
Gable, Harlow, two of filmdom's all-time great stars in one of its outstanding motion pictures.
You talk too much, but you're a cute little trick at that. Why haven't you been around before?
Starring Clark Gable, Jean Harlow, Gene Raymond, Mary Astor.
Hey, what's the idea?
What?
You know we drink that water?
Stop! Gee, can a girl take a bath in privacy without... Oh, good morning.
Red Dust, storm-lashed story of passions at fever heat in the steaming Malay jungle.
I don't know how it happened. I didn't do anything. He didn't have any reason to believe it. I didn't hear any cries for help.
Why, the night before we left, it was an open book on both their faces. There was something up. He's been making a play for your wife ever since... Hey!
Betrayed and betrayer, alone, where the law of the jungle prevails, and over all, the deadly menace of a tiger on the loose. Gable, Harlow, Raymond, Astor, in Red Dust.
Didn't I?
I must go home, Tom.
Sure about that?
Mr. Gallagher. Well, the show was tomorrow night and on my dough.
Gallagher, quiet, please.
All right, Joe. And I gotta tear up your plate.
Stand up and sing. We've got the gang together. We always stand together. Stand up and sing. Get in the swing. We've got no time to wait. Me and I will celebrate. Get in the swing.
much in love with you, Carlotta. You were the most entrancing creature in the world.
I've got 8 people. 8 people isn't a dinner. Who can I get? And you come to me with your idiotic little, I'm the one who ought to be in bed.
Oh, darling, it's so awful not to be with you every minute.
All right. If you think I've been lying to you all the time, you're going to get the truth now.
It's the first chance I ever got with decent society people to see my name in the paper with somebody that ain't mixed in your dirty politics. And if I miss it, you're gonna pay for it with everything you got.
Oh, Wayne, darling.
I want to sit next to Oliver. Oliver, where's the Oliver?
They'll name the referee the day of the fight.
That isn't what I mean.
Know that.
That isn't what I mean. We won't stand for Haley.
And you know I won't stand for Eddie Bennett.
Oh, I just get a guiding comp at 10. That's all I'll need.
Yeah, that's right. If we'll be able to hit him.
Why, you?
Yes,
wait
over.
Wait a minute.
No, I think I'm solid. I was nearly petrified, though.
Sometimes a fracture of joint lose, you know.
Don't you think you better take my word for it?
Oh, you're okay. I always like to discover things for myself, though.
No, I don't like that kind of exploring.
Why? Territory all surveyed?
When you were a little boy, did you look through keyholes?
No, Eleanor's went right in.
You would.
I'm thinking about you and him. Where you been? What you been doing? I'll have you both top out of sight.
Something with that.
I'll get him. I'll get my kerosene bath. I'll light it myself.
Oh, no, you
That's
won't.
gonna stop me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where's Morgan? Are you hurt? Down?
Have you met the white boys?
Yeah, how do you do, Miss Morgan?
Hello.
How do you do?
Hello, let me look at you.
She always does this, and she's always disappointed.
Oh, you know I'm prouder than ever.
Find it in the door.
What are you... What's the matter? What are you going to do with this chap? He's gone haywire.
You ever knock on doors?
Come on, Belle, we're going home.
I am home.
You know you don't mean that.
I meant it several years before I met you.
Come on, beat it, Morgan. We still got a chance.
I'll beat it when I get what I came for.
No,
Don't shoot, Willie! Willie, please don't shoot!
Movie fans, here comes the most thrilling picture ever filmed about the adventures of Uncle Sam's Navy. See the entire fleet in action preparing to defend the nation. Hundreds of ships and planes in sensational battle practice. And get ready for a broadside of rollicking romance when those snappy blue jackets step out to capture the girls in every port. Yes, sir, you'll all want to see James Cagney and Pat O'Brien in Here Comes the Navy.
Stay at extraction because they're coming to get you. Wait a minute, sailor. Wait a minute. Take it easy. Now, when I'm ashore, I'll gladly accommodate you by taking off this coat and sitting in that little fight. When you're aboard, remember you're in the Navy, and I'm your senior officer. And from now on, call me Mister. Holy smoke, look at the trim lines on that destroyer. She would come aboard, just when the ugliest part of me is nude.
Let him alone. I'm ashamed of both of you. You might have a little respect for me.
Oh, come on, we finish this downstairs. That's all right with me.
Biff, if you go out there, I'll never speak to you again.
Well, okay, quiet down. I'll stay. But you get this. If I ever get you within 8 blocks of this place, I'll go to work on you. And I won't fool around about it.
Chesty, know how we can settle everything?
How?
I want you to make up with Biff.
Nothing doing. I got some pride.
Honey, you would if you loved me.
Well, listen, sailor, you ain't gonna see her tonight.
No?
No.
What makes you think so?
Because, Romeo, I'm putting you on the forecastle watch from 8 to 12.
Oh, yeah? Well, all right, leather puss. And I'll be on your neck from 12 o'clock on.
Whoa! All clear! Fire! Fire!
The Lady Luck?
I've heard about it.
I'll play it against the 40,000. It's worth a lot more.
Spin it. I'm on the yard.
I'm going to clean out every rotten spot I can find in this city. Blackie, I don't want to find you in one of them.
And if you do?
What do you think?
You're going to give me everything I got coming to me. You're going to nail me every time I step on a line and sock me to the limit.
You said it.
And cockeyed as it all sounds, I'll be proud of you.
I wouldn't say anything to Jim about what we've been talking. You know, he wouldn't understand. And anyway, it's just between us. Huh?
All right, I won't, Blackie. But, Blackie, tell me, what are you going to do?
No, I don't know. I'll find something.
Don't, darling.
What's got into you?
It isn't tonight, it's every night. Worrying about you, wondering about you, hating everything you do, hating everybody you meet.
That was a grand song. Broadway melody. You remember it. But now we're ready with a new and greater Broadway melody. So new, in fact, that it's a year ahead. So off with the old, on with the new. You have it, Francis Langford. Take it away.
You are my lucky star. I saw you from afar.
Hey, Lucky Star, they're that idol of the airways, that riotous rage of radio, Jack Benny.
This is Jack Benny coming to you with the latest stories, new jokes, and wisecracks.
And here is the outstanding screen sensation of the decade, the personality who brings more talent to the motion picture world than any newcomer in 10 years, singing and dancing her way to fame into your heart, the lovely Eleanor Powell, the best-looking and most gifted of the new leading men, the boy who is rapidly speeding to stardom, Robert Taylor. And comedy, oh, the grandest clowns you ever met, Mad, Dizzy, Delirious, Buddy, and Vilma Ebsen. June Knight, more beautiful than ever. She dances divinely with Nick Long, Jr. Una Merkel, Sid Silvers, Francis Langford, Robert Wildhack.
Well, for instance, there's the light and thin or blonde type of snore.
Hey, Bert, who do you think is going to have a baby?
Who?
My mother.
Listen, Stu, from now on, nobody's going to have any more babies.
Well, you can't stop my mother from having a baby.
I can stop her from having it in my column.
Your word for me?
Don't worry. The minute I hear people calling you a rat, I'll raise your salary.
All right, I'll be so big a rat you can put a saddle on me.
Madame Albertina Rash, genius of the ballet, surpasses her loveliest creations with the spectacular fantasy in a garden of dreams. Here they are, the men who write the songs the world sings. Dejo Herb Brown and Arthur Freed. They have created lilting melodies, haunting harmonies. Listen.
Broadway, Rhythm, it's got me. Everybody down. Broadway, Rhythm, it's got me.
I've got a feeling you're fooling. I've got a feeling it's all a frame. You got
your breakfast. Croon a tune and rejoice. Before you use that coffee pot, use your voice. Open heavens, portal, here on earth, for this poor mortal, you are my lucky star.
And your magic dream of adventure come true. The Orient, land of thrilling romance. Indochina, Malay, Singapore. Fabled cities, the meeting place of souls weary of the humdrum drabness of civilization, thirsting for the siren call of danger, the bizarre, the different. Where carmine lips entice and laughing eyes beckon. Here was a notorious, yet picturesque, dangerous, yet fascinating trio. There was the master of the most adventurous ship on the China seas, Skipper Gaskell. And the lady, known as China Doll, the mystery man, whom everyone knew, yet no one knew.
You're with me from now on, or I'm going to break that pretty little neck of yours just like an ocean.
But you taught me something I didn't even know myself. When a woman can love a man right down to a fingernail, she can hate him the same way.
Get out of here.
Oh, I got a mighty good reason for being here.
You always got a good reason for anything you do. In fact, I don't know anybody that can think of any more remarkable reasons than you can on short notice.
Listen to me, I took an awful chance coming here. I might have got heaved overboard.
Well, don't run any more risk by staying.
This gentleman is an archaeologist. An archaeologist, little kiddies, is a man who spends his life in strange places digging in the ground. Digging up women like this. And wasn't this archaeologist amazed when on a lonely island off the shores of Greece, he dug up a woman like this?
Nice seeing you.
Tell me, have you ever been punched right in the nose?
No.
Sit down. Did you ring, Miss Kay?
I certainly
Sit
did
down.
ring.
No one rang.
Thank you, sir.
I came all the way from Greece to see you. I was an idiot. Frankly, you're not worth walking from here to the court.
Then why don't you walk right out of
Sit
here?
down. You love me, Kay.
Stop being silly.
I have stopped. And it's about time you stopped, too.
Terry, the mere fact that we're male and female isn't enough.
Do you love him?
Well, I must. But how do you know when you're really in love?
Well, the day after I met your mother, I broke out in a rash.
That, sir, may be interpreted as a slur upon my affection for Miss Kay. It may. In which case, let me tell you, Gallop, it will give me the greatest possible pleasure to smack your kisser, sir.
I kissed you because I wanted to kiss you. Maybe it was on account of the moon, and maybe it was for laughs. I don't know. I've forgotten. There it was. I kissed you. But I didn't kiss you with a marriage license in my pocket. Then you put on an act about people living your life for you. Maybe that's what should have happened to you a long time ago. Then maybe you'd be a little more normal. You haven't got claustrophobia, Terry. You're just plain nuts. And it's my life. And I'll live it the way I want. Upside down, catty-corner, or sliding down a pole.
Oh, am I?
When I'm in love, I'm reckless.
Simply swell. Baby, you were never better.
Why does she always call me a gorilla? Ain't I a man like everybody else?
No.
Huh?
Oh, Mona? Here's a dish of sherbet that's been looking for you. Am I intruding?
No, it was I that did the intruding.
Ned, for the first time in my life, I'm scared.
Now, baby, take it easy.
Get out and stay out!
Do you know Ziegfeld?
No. Oh, I don't want to. I understand he's a horrible person.
Horrible?
Yes, they say he's a terrible ladies' man. But I suppose that's forgivable. He's surrounded by so many beautiful women.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you do that when I'm trying to say nice things to you, hmm? Besides, you are a very bad maid. But I love you. Why didn't you make me a great star?
Because I couldn't depend on you as I could.
Yes. Well, all right. Depend on her now. Go on, star her. Do anything you like with her. I hate you.
As a matter of fact, it should fit you very well.
Never mind the sales, though. Just tell me the price. I don't want to buy it, but I'll give you $50 for it, and not a cent more.
Miss Bryce, the coat's yours.
Stuck again.
For myself, did he? Only I had to buy him in the bargain. Well, I'd buy his whole Russian swamp if I was sure he didn't go with it. That's what I'd do. You can tell him that. And you can tell his uncles and his aunts and his sisters and his cousins and... Who are you?
I think I enjoy playing cops and robbers all over Europe with a...
Just exactly who do you think you're talking to?
I'm talking to a fairly attractive dame who's got too much dough for her own good. Just between you and me, I'm beginning to think that Prince is a pretty lucky boy.
You've said just about enough, Mr. Anthony. Too much. I don't need your help and advice or anyone else's. As far as I'm concerned, you can take a running front dive right off this wagon.
With a cow field for a couch and clouds for a coverlet. Breasting the world with a song in our lips and a blade in our hands. One for all and all for one.
Sally, do you mind if I speak with Romeo a minute?
Will I?
Men talk, you know. Now go pick yourself a daisy.
Oh.
Did you hear anything?
Not a thing.
Nice work.
On the edge of the American desert lies a forest turned to stone, the Petrified Forest. Grim, silent, mysterious. Here in a lonely desert tavern, fate draws together a strange company. Alan Squire, a vagabond adventurer running away from his past. Gabrielle Maple, a beautiful girl weary of the desert solitude, eager to escape with the first man who comes her way. Bowles Hammond, an ex-football hero down on his luck. Paul Chisholm, multimillionaire banker vacationing with his disillusioned young wife, Dorothy. Gramp Maple, a sly old reprobate. And Duke Mentee, vicious leader of a notorious band of gunmen, hiding out after a gang massacre. In a short space of 24 eventful hours, these characters live a lifetime of romance, adventure, terror, and tragedy. It's one of the most unusual stories ever brought to the screen. The Petrified Forest.
Well, if you must know, I'll tell you the extent of my pride. Gabrielle gave me this dollar.
You did?
It's none of your business.
Would you like to know what she was going to give me when those rats showed up? Would you like to know?
Well, speaking of rats, of all the low, slimy, stinky...
Now, Gabrielle, now, you mustn't blame Bowles. You must remember he's a man of muscle. He's suffering from the pangs of frustration.
I said you were a dirty low...
I'm sorry, Gabby. I didn't mean it. Honest, I didn't. They've got me absolutely crazy mad with all those guns staring me in the face.
Shut up, Bowles.
Step over to the other side of the room, halfback.
Wouldn't you like someone to be in love with you?
Yes, Gabrielle, I would like someone in love with me.
Do you think I'm attractive?
There are better words than that for what you are.
Do you mind if I speak up, my dear? Perhaps I could tell you some things that...
What do you know about me?
I don't know about you, my dear. But I do know what it means to repress yourself and starve yourself.
What were you saying? I'm telling you for your own good, Mantee. They know where you're heading. They picked up your trail. And they'll get you.
What's the matter with you, Duke? Do something. Shut up! Shut up! Give me time to think.
No, Duke. You want revenge, don't you? You want to go out of your way again to get that blonde who snitched. Well, don't do it, Duke.
She has snitched. Come on, Duke.
I told you to shut up.
You know they're going to get you anyway. You're obsolete, Duke, like me. You've got to die. Well, then die for freedom. That's worth it. Don't give up your life for anything so cheap and unsatisfactory as revenge. Any woman's worth everything that any man has to give. Anguish, ecstasy, faith, jealousy, love, hatred, life or death.
Sometimes I feel as if I was sparkling all over, and I want to go out and do something absolutely crazy and marvelous.
Just keep in mind that I and the boys is candidates for hanging. And the first time any one of you makes a wrong move, I'm going to kill the whole lot of you.
This ain't the place.
Let me alone. I got a right to talk.
Tell him where to hit him, Dutch. You're heading for trouble.
You mean he's heading for trouble? You got an earful of what they said, didn't you? Everybody will be sober in the morning and they spit in your eye. Is that so?
Get up.
Look out, Dutch, all night. Oh, I knew he wouldn't come. Of all the big welcome, two-headed lowers up. Oh, Dutch. Take what you need from my closet and I'll watch out for the cops. Oh, I knew you'd come, Dutch.
Hello, Squirt.
Hello, Squirt.
You know, I know a lot of dames that would rather have a guy's arms around them, keeping them warm. Sure. Anybody can buy a dame a fur piece. How's that?
How's it to you?
Not bad.
I gotta be going.
You ain't going no place. That stink up is driving me screwy. Want to slip me a little kiss? nice, clean office.
Well, you've tried everything. Now it's night school and a job in a nice, clean office. No, thanks, Nick. I'll stick to the fishes. They ain't got hands.
You have a good time, Go. Go on, lay down.
Take a squid at that.
What is it, an advertisement?
Oh, I was elected Miss Hook and Ladder Company number 7, that's all.
Ask for yourself a genuine him-spotted Havana for perfect.
Oh, thank you very much.
Have a drink?
Sure.
Come on.
Thank you very much.
You're a pretty smart lawyer, huh?
Romeo and Juliet makes me proud to be a member of the picture industry.
Nelson Eddy.
Tonight I heard a remarkable music, like a symphony or a gorgeous tone poem. It was the dialogue in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no. This shall forbid it. Romeo.
My dear,
I have forgot why I did call thee back.
let me stand here till I remember it.
Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Romeo and Juliet is the talk of the world. This, the world's finest picture, embraces every attribute of perfect entertainment. Directed by George Cukor, it stars Norma Shearer as Juliet, Leslie Howard as Romeo, and the cast includes John Barrymore, Edna May Oliver, Basil Rathbone, C. Aubrey Smith, and thousands of others.
sacrifice for Poland can we make with honor, gentlemen, that we've not already made, that our sons and grandsons have not already made?
Are you suggesting that I can succeed, or the Polish legions have failed?
Perhaps you have been made beautiful, that Poland might be made free. You are a woman. Napoleon is, after all, only a man.
You've made me who you? All week. A week of ours that might have been filled with happiness for us both. You are the only woman whose favor I have ever begged for. I love you, Mary. A crown would not be unbecoming on that lovely head.
I want no other crown than your loving me.
I wish mine were as lasting as yours, then.
Since films began, there has been none to equal Conquest, costliest production ever made, and stirring beyond words. The raid of the Cossacks, the grand ball in honor of the Emperor Napoleon, the price a woman paid for love.
I cannot modify my entire policy to suit your feelings.
Power has conquered you.
I was a fool to expect understanding from a woman. You will see. Russia will see. England will see. Whether I am the slave of power or its master.
The marriage of Napoleon and Marie Louisa of Habsburg. The retreat from Moscow. Banishment to the Isle of Elba. Napoleon escapes and again sets Europe aflame. The Battle of Waterloo. Exile of Napoleon to St. Helena. The parting of the lovers.
Goodbye, Marie. You gave greatly for so little.
You have given me much more than love, Napoleon Bonaparte. You touched me and gave me life. You lifted me up. The whole world went away from me. I will never know that little world again.